I think the internet accidentally killed one of the best parts of gaming. And honestly, I don't think we realized it was happening until it was already gone. Because video games used to feel mysterious. Not just immersive, not just cinematic, mysterious. Games felt bigger than what was on the screen, like there were secrets nobody fully understood yet. Rumors, unlockables, hidden bosses, creepy myths, fake stories your friends swore were real. And maybe most of it was nonsense, but uncertainty was part of the magic. And now, entire games leak before release, trailers appear online early, story twists get spoiled on Twitter or X, data miners uncover secrets before developers can even reveal them themselves. But really, I think gaming lost something emotionally important because of that. Everything gets explained immediately. Data mined, leaked, uploaded to YouTube before the game even launches. I think something important got lost because of that. Back then, games felt like giant unexplored worlds. Not everything was documented instantly. You'd hear playground rumors like, "You can unlock Luigi in Super Mario 64," or "Who's hidden under the truck?" And somehow, those fake rumors made gaming more magical. Because information moved slower, you couldn't instantly open YouTube, Reddit, a wiki, a Discord server with every answer imaginable. Sometimes mysteries last years. Games like Pokemon Red and Blue, The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, or Silent Hill 2 felt enormous partly because we didn't fully understand them yet. And what can I say? That feeling was irreplaceable. Now obviously, the internet did amazing things for gaming. Communities grew, information became accessible, people connected globally. But the internet also destroyed patience, or eventually it normalized leaks. Now entire games get spoiled before launch. The Nintendo Switch 2 was leaked so heavily by the time Nintendo officially revealed it, people barely reacted. Even Hideki Kamiya complained online about how unsurprising the reveal felt because everyone already knew everything. The same thing happened with the PS5 Pro. At some point, gaming announcements stopped feeling like events and start feeling more like confirmations. I think that shit hurt the industry emotionally way more than people realize. And sometimes leaks don't just ruin surprises. Sometimes they completely reshape public perception. One of the biggest examples was The Last of Us Part 2. Massive story leaks spread online before launch. People became furious immediately. Entire narratives formed before players even touched the game themselves. Memes exploded, spoilers spread everywhere. The internet basically turned the launch into a battlefield, weeks before release. I don't think Naughty Dog ever recovered fully from that conversation. The same thing happened with Kingdom Hearts 3. People literally disconnected from social media because major spoilers flooded Twitter or X before launch. Imagine waiting years for a single game, only to avoid the internet like it's a zombie apocalypse, because somebody uploaded the ending early. That's insane. Leaks also slowly killed one of gaming's greatest traditions. Oh my God. Big surprise reveals. There was a time where events like E3 felt magical. You genuinely didn't know what might happen. Have the showcases leak days beforehand. And over time, that absolutely damaged the excitement surrounding events like E3. Because if everybody already knows the announcements, the trailers, the release dates, then what is exactly the event anymore? A formality? Even things like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate start losing surprise value because DLC characters kept leaking ahead of time. Part of the fun used to be, who is it? Now it became, yeah, we already saw the leak 3 weeks ago. At the same time, let's be real. The opposite problem also exists. Sometimes studios stay silent for so damn long that people lost emotionally connection entirely. Games like Kingdom Hearts 3 or Final Fantasy 15 had development cycles so long that anticipation started turning into exhaustion. Does anyone remember The Elder Scrolls 6? I do. I do remember it. Todd, do you remember? And the sad truth about this is that not every game survived silence the way Hollow Knight Silksong did, because eventually people start feeling mystery and start feeling frustration. That's a very delicate balance modern gaming still hasn't figured out.
I know. That Silksong's case was more of a meme,
And that if it weren't for that, it might not even have the success it did. But at the end of the day, it worked for them. Let's admit that modern gamers themselves also contribute to this problem. A lot of games today feel terrified of ambiguity. Everything gets games playing, giant map markers, endless tutorials, characters solving puzzles for you, roadmaps explaining future content years ahead. It's like games are scared for letting players feel lost now. But older games often trust players more. Games like Dark Souls became legendary partly because discovery felt communal, not algorithmic. And now leaks have become so massive that they affect entire companies. The Nintendo Giga Leaks expose years of development material, prototypes, unused content, and internal information. Then there was the Insomniac leak involving Marvel's Wolverine, which revealed huge amounts of internal footage and plans. Curiously, the leak created a weird reaction, because on one hand, it was terrible for the studio, but on the other hand, people were so desperate from the information after years of silence that the leak became the only major discussion surrounding the game, which honestly says a lot of how modern hype cycles works now. Let's add that this information goes beyond video games now. The leak information surrounding the upcoming Avatar and The Last Airbender created a massive online backlash after reports suggested the movie might skip theaters and go directly to streaming, and suddenly, the leak itself became the story, not the movie. The conversation completely shifted emotionally before audiences even saw a trailer. And unlike funny gaming leaks, this one reportedly had serious legal consequences for the person responsible, which shows how enormous these situations have become. And maybe this is why some gaming moments still feel unforgettable, because true surprise become rare. Think about reactions to Final Fantasy VII Remake. The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. Or more recently, Okami sequel. People lost their minds, not because the graphics were realistic, not because of frame rates, but because nobody expected those moments. For a brief second, gaming felt mysterious again. To be honest, maybe that's what people miss the most. Not just older games, but the feeling that absolutely anything could happen. Before leaks, before algorithms, before everything became instantly explained. Back when gaming still felt unknown. If you enjoyed this, please consider subscribe, share, like, and comment. See you on the next leak.